If you do this, she notices you instantly, even if she doesn't show it. Not because you said something impressive, but because something about you feels different. And here's the truth. Most guys don't realize attraction doesn't start with looks. It starts with behavior, small habits, and subtle signals, the way you carry yourself when you think no one is watching. And once you understand this, everything changes because you don't need to chase attention. You naturally pull it. Number 1, you stay calm no matter the situation. This is one of the most powerful habits, and most men ignore it because most people react. They get excited too quickly. They get nervous too easily. They lose control in small moments. But when you stay calm, you stand out instantly. Think about it. You're in a conversation. Everyone is talking fast, trying to impress, trying to be noticed. And you're relaxed. You listen. You speak slowly. You don't rush your words. But here's where it gets interesting. Calmness signals control, and control signals strength. When a woman feels that you're not easily shaken, she subconsciously sees you as someone stable, someone safe, someone different from the noise around her. And this changes everything because you don't need to prove anything. Your presence already does it. Number 2, you give attention, but you don't chase. This is where most people get it wrong. They think attraction comes from constant effort, texting first, replying instantly, always being available. But that creates the opposite effect because it removes mystery. Now imagine this. You give attention, but in a controlled way. You engage in conversation. You listen. You respond with intention, but you don't overdo it. You don't chase every moment. You don't try to fill every silence. And most people miss this. Attraction grows in space. When you're not always there, your presence becomes more valuable. She starts thinking about you, even when you're not around. And that's where attraction deepens. Number 3, you hold eye contact just a little longer. This sounds simple, but it's powerful. Most people break eye contact quickly. They look away, they get uncomfortable, they avoid intensity. But when you hold it, not in a creepy way, but in a confident, relaxed way, it creates tension, that quiet, unspoken kind. You're talking, and instead of looking around, you stay present, focused. And here's what happens psychologically. Eye contact builds connection. Without words, it signals confidence. It shows you're not intimidated. It makes the moment feel more real. And this changes everything because she feels seen, not just looked at, but actually noticed. And most people never give that. Number 4, you're not afraid of silence. This is rare and incredibly attractive because most people are uncomfortable with silence. They rush to fill it. They talk too much. They say things just to avoid awkwardness. But when you're okay with silence, you create a different energy. You can pause. You can sit in the moment. You don't need constant words. And you've probably felt this. That moment where silence isn't awkward. It's actually comfortable. I mean, that's powerful. But here's where it gets interesting. Silence shows confidence. It shows you're not seeking approval. You're not trying to impress. You're just present. And that presence, it pulls people in. Number 5, you have your own direction in life. This is deeper than it sounds because it's not about being rich or successful. It's about having purpose. You know what you're working toward. You have goals. You have something that matters to you. And it shows in how you move. You're not lost. You're not drifting. You're not waiting for someone to give your life meaning. And here's the psychological truth. People are naturally attracted to direction because it feels stable. It feels grounded. It feels real. Now think about this. When you talk about something you care about, your energy changes. You become more focused, more passionate, more alive. And she notices that because it's not forced. It's who you are, and this changes everything. Because attraction grows when someone feels like they're stepping into a life, not becoming your whole life. Number 6, you're comfortable being yourself without trying too hard. This is where authenticity comes in. Most people perform. They try to be funny. They try to be impressive. They try to be someone they think others will like, but it feels off because it's not real. Now imagine the opposite. You speak naturally. You don't force reactions. You don't change your personality to fit the moment. And here's where it gets interesting. When you're genuinely comfortable with yourself, it removes pressure from the interaction. She doesn't feel like she has to impress you. She doesn't feel like she's being judged. everything becomes easier, more natural, and most people miss this. Real confidence isn't loud, it's quiet. It's being okay with who you are without needing validation, and that is instantly attractive. Number 7, you leave conversations at the right time. This one is underrated, but powerful. Most people stay too long. They keep talking, even when the moment is over. They try to stretch the interaction until it fades awkwardly. But when you leave at the right time, you create impact. You end the conversation while the energy is still good, while the interest is still there, and you don't drag it out. And here's the deeper psychology. People remember how you leave more than how you arrive. When you exit at the right moment, you leave a feeling behind: curiosity, interest, a sense of, I wanted a little more. And this changes everything, because now she thinks about you after you're gone, not because you said something crazy, but because you knew when to step back. And most people never learn this. Now here's the part no one tells you. None of these habits are loud. None of them scream for attention. They're quiet, subtle, almost invisible to most people, but that's exactly why they work. Because real attraction doesn't come from trying too hard. It comes from how you make someone feel without forcing anything. And you've probably experienced this before. Someone who didn't say much, but still stood out. Someone who didn't chase, but still stayed on your mind. That's not luck, that's behavior. And once you understand it, you stop chasing attraction and you start becoming it. So if you recognize even a few of these habits in yourself, or you start building them over time, then you'll notice something change. Not instantly, but naturally. Because the right kind of attraction doesn't need to be forced. It just happens.